active?
We are.
Okay, let's fucking do this a little Wait.
Oh, sorry.
See, I do the part where I say, hey, let's do this really professional, and then when I'm done, you totally do the part where Okay. So, you know what I mean. And go.
Yeah. I'm Burger.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another podcast of the I'm Burger Podcast.
Yes.
That's right.
A little redundant, but whatever. It's what we do. Now, here's the thing. We got a lot to talk about. One of the things we want to talk about today for comics is comedy festivals.
I'm interested in this. I was trying to talk to comedians earlier today, doing some research so I wouldn't sound like a total ass about comedy festivals and what people think and everything. But you know, so I'm wondering, like, so a certain friend of mine, he owns a bar, and they hosted like 3 shows.
What bar is this?
The Riot Fest had 3 shows at the,
At
which bar?
At the
Lexington.
Lexington?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. In downtown.
And
near
Skid Row.
Yeah.
Not downtown. That's really Skid
It's all
Row.
the same.
But like, since it's owned by a comedian, you know, they're really into that. He's cool with it, and I'm sure that helped. But you know, I was asking him about it, and as a business owner, he was of course fucking happy because it was more packed out than ever, and he got to sell a lot of shit.
Yeah, it helps everyone but the comics. And
businesses
but
love
good
it.
comics.
Yeah.
And the thing is, first of all, you pay money and blithely said shit in. For somebody to decide whether you get a chance to go on stage and then perform and then to judge you again. And see, the problem is this is a lot of behind closed door shit. And if you have any issues with anyone, if this and that, you never know who's running it. Some horrible fucking comic who's very organized gets himself in a position to run a goddamn comedy festival, or or they've been doing it so long and haven't gotten anywhere, and then they run a fucking comedy festival.
Yeah.
So they could do comedy, so they can trade favors, things like that.
Yeah.
And I'm not hating on them even for the trading favors. Just simply stop fucking playing. Like, how about we take comedy back to real? Now, like, what is it? South by Southwest.
South by Southwest.
And then
yeah.
what's the other one?
There's Bridgetown.
No, the big one.
The big one? Oh,
Canada.
Toronto. Yeah.
Is it
Just
Toronto?
for laughs.
Just for laughs.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, see those? There's no fee. They find people.
We invite you.
Yeah, you get invited. Cool. Now, I mean, granted, there's a lot of who knows who and who's agent and da-da-da. That's fine, though, in the sense of, okay, that I could deal with that more.
Yeah.
Then, hey, guys, play the lottery. Spend $25, $50, $100, and hope that the person watching not only subjectively gets your comedy, but they're not offended by anything to turn them off. They don't hate how you look.
Yeah.
They're not prejudging you, all this stuff. And then if they know anyone who knows you, doesn't like you, things like that, possibly you can get in.
Well, okay, now, from the other side, like as a musician and as an old retired, washed-up old musician, I've helped assemble a couple festivals.
Okay.
Music festivals are
music
different. They're
festivals.
different.
No, I mean,
They're such separate genres.
well, they are, but it's like really with the music festival. I mean, ultimately, why do you do a music festival? And there's two or three reasons. There's drugs, orgies, and money. Hopefully, like you're hoping. Well, if we get a music festival together, we can make so much more money because we can charge so much more for a ticket.
Yeah.
But in the festival, you sign up as a band, or you register as a band or whatever, and then you play. And then if you make it, but you don't have to send in tapes and money, hoping they pick you.
Well, but bands do that all day long.
What do you mean?
Like that's what
Not
they do.
Tapes. I don't mean tapes. What I mean is, you have to pay an entry fee for the festival when you send in your tape. It does not mean you're in the festival.
No.
I mean, you can go to the festival, I think, or something like
which
that.
festival is this?
Tons.
What
Most except for like South by Southwest.
South by Southwest.
Yeah.
And Just for Laughs. They
and
invite
there's
you.
a couple others
But,
that are big festivals. Aspen Comedy Festival,
Well,
stuff like that.
let's say is San Diego Comedy Festival. They have their own, and I know the guys that ran it. They started 3 years ago, and they just told me, dude, just sign up, give us $25, whatever the fee is. It climbs. It's like buying a yearbook when you're in high school.
Yeah.
How it climbs up if you don't buy it early, and sign up early. And you're right in, Ryan. You're from San Diego. I'm like, okay, I didn't get through. Why?
Fuck, really?
Yeah. Why?
that's
Because
the
they didn't
thing.
watch. They didn't watch the tapes.
Yeah.
They didn't want to give a shit.
They
about-
just picked who they wanted.
Yeah.
But people are paying for this like a lottery. They're making a ton of money and walking with it. And the problem is, I did a festival, again, I don't want to call anyone out, but it was Eagle Rock Festival with Bobby Oliver.
Oh, the Eagle Rock.
And I did it as a favor. She called me up there. We're missing slots or whatever.
Yeah.
And she asked me if I'd come down and do it. And I said, yeah. Now, I went down there and I followed Mark Maron. He was doing a guest spot there, right?
Okay.
Well, he fucked the
Now-
whole crowd up
Well,
for
no,
you.
now watch this.
because
This
it's
was the thing.
horrible.
No, this was the thing. He blew the place up.
Yeah.
I went up there and fucking crushed. And I don't say that a lot, and her own husband will agree that I did.
Mm-hmm.
And she would agree I did. And
Mhm.
everyone there, including Sally, everybody would agree I did. But I didn't advance, and I thought that's odd.
So, okay, so let's explain a little bit. So, because I'm fucking lost. So there's like a fucking competition kind of thing that happens
yeah.
at
Well,
these.
that's how it's kind of evolved
Is-
into.
Yeah, you
It's
go up
like-
to different. They have different venues. The Eagle Rock one has
Yeah.
like 4 coffee shops and a pizza place.
Yeah.
and you go to each one as you progress. But
I worked
and
at
then-
3 of
then
those
the
coffee
end-
shops.
Then in the end, you perform at the Ice House.
Yeah.
Okay, so here was the thing. Now, right, but here was the thing.
Stage
So I didn't care. I was doing a friend a favor. 'Cause
Yeah.
I've never signed up for a festival. I was doing a friend a favor. I didn't pay, but I was doing her a favor by going in as a contestant.
Yeah.
As a contestant,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't get past, and it bothered me. And it was explained to me that I didn't get past because I was just doing a spot, like
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
doing. But I was part of the festival. And it was because I didn't pay in this and that.
Yeah.
But okay, but if out of everyone who went up that night, I was that far above everyone.
Yeah.
And
Why didn't you
know,
get paid?
Well, why didn't I get paid, or why didn't I move on? Because you asked me
Yeah,
to
but
do
more
it. I'm in
bullshit.
it.
Why didn't you get paid?
Well,
like if
well,
you're a
but
fucking
it was a friend.
feature,
It was a friend. I
But if
wasn't a
you're a
feature.
feature, well, but bullshit. What she's saying is
Yeah.
that I knew you would be an attraction and kill it
No,
tonight.
I wasn't bringing
So,
anyone.
well, or
Right.
at least you're gonna kill it tonight. I know you're gonna get up there and kill it, and you're gonna make my show good.
Well,
but
you know what?
You're
I'll
not
even
gonna
say
get
this though. At the time, no, it wasn't a guarantee I was going to do good. I mean, it could have gone south. I
Yeah.
had plenty of shows at the time that would go good, like good, amazing, and horribly shitty.
Yeah.
And so it could have gone horribly shitty.
Well, then you just had
Just
a good
happened.
night, Burger.
Crushed, dude.
And I
So-
mean,
but here was the thing. But so to not be moved on when
But
you
you
asked
didn't
me
pay.
to do it. No, but you asked me to do it. So
Yeah,
if
but
I'm
you
in
didn't
it,
pay.
I should get the opportunity
Yeah, if you're
to
in
continue.
there.
I'm still a comic. I'm still a comic, and I
Yeah.
still would like to have advanced.
Because most people that pay for it, like for the Eagle Rock thing, for the Burbank, for the San Diego, a lot of them are open micers at the end.
Yeah.
A lot
Yeah.
of them are.
And they're-
And
the-
so, and those open micers have a lot of money.
and some of them
so,
are 20-year open
yeah.
micers.
It's
I mean,
true.
you know.
No, it's true. And they have a lot of money, and they from their parents and whatnot. So they'll throw down their $25, $50,
Like nothing.
$75. Like it's nothing. And they'll do these shows, and they'll eat shit, and they'll still move on.
Mm.
And they'll take their pictures in front of a little
Well, and they're gonna have a
stupid
bunch of people show up to their
background.
shows and cheer for them.
It's the ultimate bringer show.
And yeah, and that's the thing is, festivals should be put on by the festival. They should be promoted by the festival.
Yeah.
Comics should get people out because you want to have the benefit of your people.
Well,
there.
like the one festival I
But,
got to
you know.
work with in music, we had it up like out near Lake Isabella. I didn't
Mhm.
even go. Like me and the other promoter, we didn't even go. To be honest, because by the time it came around, I didn't want to go do drugs in the forest all week long. I'm
Yeah.
too
There's a
fucking
couple
old
people
for that.
right now going, wait, that motherfucker didn't even go. What the hell did we pay him
I've
for?
had my time of whores and drugs that I don't need to go.
Did
I'm
you- did you
41
have a
years
beard at
old.
the
I don't
time?
need to go. I did.
Everything
I had
is
a- I had-
chronologically nailed to when he had a beard.
but it was
Oh.
not gray yet.
No, but the thing is, in music festivals, you pay to get in and you play.
Yeah.
Now, in comedy festivals, you pay to submit, and you might not ever get a chance to go up. And tons of people don't. There's only so many slots.
So many slots.
And like Ryan said, the guy's like, oh yeah, just pay you're in, and wasn't in, and they didn't
You're
watch
in.
the videos.
And
And
so
you know,
but you have to show up to the show to find out you're not.
No. They'll
Okay.
it's online.
No,
that
no.
would
We
be
live in the
that would be
online.
you
real
just
world.
don't get picked.
Okay.
You know, and so it's just become a business, and
Well,
it's sad.
It's like a high school audition.
Yeah, because
for the play.
if
They didn't
Just for
charge you for
Laughs
that.
or South by Southwest or any of those ones ever hit me up, I'd be there. I'd fucking hitchhike if I needed.
Yeah.
But they put you up. They take care of you, and they're invited.
Yeah.
And so I would love to do something like that. It's a real festival. New York has a Laughing Devil or whatever it is. Like
Mhm.
they have different festivals. I don't know. Some of them charge, some don't. But The ones that don't charge, those are real festivals. They're making money on promotion. They're making money on advertising.
Well, South by Southwest is a different story. Like,
It's a music festival.
It's a music festival, which a lot of other things have glommed onto, like Comic-Con,
Comedy's strong, yeah.
where Comic-Con's supposed to be a comic book festival,
Bunch
but
of
there's
anime
really
and-
not shit to
I
do with
just said a
comics
nerd-ass
anymore.
comment,
Yeah,
huh?
you did.
You know, some anime.
I brought up anime.
Yeah, trying to be very
My
relevant.
wife. My wife's into it. I don't even try.
That American anime.
I always tell people I had sex with women. I didn't have time for comic books. It
Sorry.
was, I mean,
Oh, we started a little late. I mean, come
yeah.
on. Johnny didn't have a beard at the time.
No, how's he gonna get laid without
I
a
could.
beard?
I know. Really,
It's
seriously.
not possible.
Sideburns were my
I really
first
feel like I
entry
have such
into
an
it all.
impudent beard.
You know, that's true. You
Yeah.
got a red beard.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah,
much.
if you grew your red beard out, it'd be like this long, scraggly thing,
Yeah.
and it'd be like
Well, that's the thing. It
you
wouldn't be a
really
nice
look
beard.
like a villain at that
Certain
point.
people should
Yeah.
have beards. Certain people. I do a little
Pirate
goatee 'cause I
villain,
like
people.
hair on my
Yeah.
face.
Hollywood, take
Yeah.
note. Pirate villain.
Well, you know what it is with the hair on my face. It's kind of like okay, it works with the look, but without the hair on my face, I just look like a weird hippie dude who might have a van. You know.
Well,
And-
when I shave, I cut down 10 years off my life. I hate it. So
Yeah,
I
well,
like looking old. I
that's
do.
the thing. Yeah.
I was looking tired and
People
old
leave you the fuck alone.
and haggard. Yeah, they don't talk.
Yeah.
People don't talk to me on Metro. I like it.
I don't get hit up for money. I already look like I
That's
need it.
that's a big one.
know?
That's a big one
Yeah,
for
you
me.
never
It's
get
like
hit up for money.
walking the streets of Hollywood, downtown LA, all this shit. You know, no one. I mean, well, they ask you for cigarettes, but they don't ask you
Yes.
for money.
And they understand when
They're
you say
like,
no.
yeah, well, yeah, most of the time.
And but you know what I'm saying. And it's like, yeah.
If they don't understand, it's when you
Fuck.
pull your fist out of their head and you're like,
That's the thing. I hate. You know
Aw.
what? I can't stand that when someone's like, "Hey, you got a cigarette?" No. Fuck, man. Whatever. Hey, kill yourself, loser. You have a fucking one of the cheapest addictions that exist, and you can't fucking supply it.
Yeah.
Kill yourself. Walk into the goddamn street. Too many people, along with the people who charge for the shows and take hundreds and hundreds of entries and pick like 7 people, most of their friends. Kill yourself. You're just not needed. People aren't needed, and I don't know. They're just insane. You know. Speaking of which, you got a good story for us.
Uh huh.
That's about somebody not needed.
Not needed. Are you talking about Jared?
Jared Fogle.
yeah,
Back in the
Is
news.
Is it Fogel or Fogel?
It's fucking idiot.
Vogel.
It's like,
Vogel?
yeah, it's,
Vogel.
yeah, it's fucked in the goggle
Vogel.
at this point.
He got jumped in the prison today, and it was in the yard, and we all saw that coming. I mean, come on.
I'm just trying to picture him in the yard to begin with.
I thought
Seriously.
he was staying. Yeah, I thought he
Like, what
was.
do you do?
I'd punch him.
yeah.
You know, like seriously.
What
even
happened to
though-
him?
Well, I'm trying to pull it up right now. Sorry.
Look at this is our technology.
Yeah,
friends.
it's
we're
fine.
we're
This
doing
is
that.
us.
I'm using an Obama phone too with this.
we,
Yeah.
were gonna have the whatever that person's called who does that, but we don't
Yeah.
have them.
We don't have them
Yeah,
yet.
we don't.
The Obama phone?
No, the
The
person who
the
goes,
Obama-
hey,
Oh, our
looks it
producer.
up. Is that what? Is that,
Yeah,
does
that's
it
a
see-
producer.
If there's a producer out there, hit us up. We really need some.
You
guidance.
should be cute. 27.
He is beaten
Yeah.
and bloody.
Good guy.
Love
Oh,
high
wait,
heels.
Wait, what?
I flipped that
oh,
weird.
Be
Are
real
we-
skinny.
Yeah.
Either way.
You're
guy
into
or
weird
girl,
shit,
I'm
Johnny.
with it.
doesn't
Hey,
care.
Johnny's
you know,
into weird shit.
It's
Johnny,
cool.
Johnny makes Matt Freeman
Your-
look like a
your
nut.
ass looks good in high heels. Come here.
Yeah.
And as long as you can,
I'm
like,
trying to
push
pull
us
it up
like
right
a
now.
boss.
This is where our technology's
I'm
at.
trying to load this
You
up.
have 3
It's-
younger
okay.
brothers?
Though.
Jared beaten and damn it.
He got beat down. I mean, the thing is
which
like,
is great. Yeah.
well, okay, so when this happens, it's like, okay, the natural reaction, the base reaction is to be like, oh, yeah, that's
Yeah.
what the fuck they get. But then again, like, I'm still,
You know what's
I
crazy about
still
the
stand
story?
up for prisoners' rights, and I
You know
don't
what-
think
Okay,
it's
here we
right
go, here we
for
go.
him. You know he's going to get killed
Okay.
in prison. How
Well,
do
he
you
got
just
hit
let him
long
in
with a
jail?
foot.
Well, I don't know if you guys knew
Yeah,
about
and that
this.
was weird.
So Fogel,
because literally he
What?
came within 6 inches of his life.
Oh.
Thank you guys.
hey,
No
hey,
mayo.
hey,
No
um,
mayo,
how do you
please.
not-
Fogel,
past that.
Fogel, he
Yeah.
got jumped in the rec yard back in January 29th.
Oh wow.
Did we not know about that,
No,
guys?
it didn't come out.
And it was not much of a fight. An inmate named Stephen Nigg pushed Fogel down and then unloaded a bunch of punches on his face.
Beat the shit out of him. Prison
But that was
style.
the 29th. That was a couple months ago, guys.
Yeah.
So we didn't know about that at all.
Social media, you suck at distributing news. It's
God,
true.
They said his face looked
But
like a
yeah, his
salami
face.
when it
And
was
then Stephen
bam.
Nigg is a 60-year-old. And
Nice.
Yeah.
And he was injured, but not bad. Just a cut on his left hand from delivering all those
Relentless
punches.
blows.
From just beating the
At
shit out of
60,
his
how
face.
slow do you think those punches came?
Yeah.
Like he just had to watch them coming at him. Like
No, those are fucking.
Yeah,
dude,
the 6-year-olds
sorry.
in prison don't age.
Yeah, the 6-year-old in prison
They're
is
hard as hell.
gonna
They
actually
only need-
punch through your head.
This is what.
If it's like where I
and
think
it's
he's
like
really just
rotting
fucking
bone,
with him.
Yeah,
like
rotting bone.
this was
density.
just the first day of
Yeah.
a long.
This is what
long series of
Nig's family
beatdowns.
said. They're not surprised. We've told Steven's pissed because so many child predators are housed in low security facilities in the United States. So, the predators.
So this is an old dude. This is actually a serious story from a prisoner thing.
yeah.
Because this is an old dude. This is an OG who's been in jail forever, probably.
Yeah.
And he's in minimum security. He's worked his way there from minimum security.
And
from
Fogel 'cause he's famous.
And Fogel because he's a fucking bitch. You know, he gets to like buy his way in there and fuck his way in there. And it's like, no, he should go. Like, seriously, though, he should go into solitary. Because if that's the only place we can keep you in society where someone's not going to kill you and it's our duty to keep you from getting killed, we put your ass in solitary.
Yeah.
You go to Guantanamo. You get tied up all day. That's what you fucking do. That may be a discouragement
Look at
for
you.
that's
people
the
from
thing.
doing
Johnny's pretty
things that
intense
are
about
going to
it.
get you
I know.
fucking killed.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying
Do
because
you hate Subway or Jared Fogle?
well, no,
Yeah,
because I
it's
mean,
just-
if I was in prison, I would have a duty to kill your ass.
Well,
Like Jared,
that's
if I
the
was
one-
in
that used
prison,
to be the one
I'd have to
respectable
kill
thing.
you.
That used to be the one
Yeah.
respectable thing about prisoners is they
Yeah.
would kill child molesters. Now they don't even do that anymore.
Well, no, they send it to the OGs to do it. You know,
they need
it's
to.
like,
More people.
Yeah.
Everyone in there just start slicing up the child molesters.
but prisoners' rights.
Prisoners' rights. Were you in prison?
Yeah, screw that.
You
No,
been in
but
jail
I,
before?
but I.
They got
I'm
the
a-
right
But
to
there's
jail 'em.
people in
There's
jail
other
for
people in
fucking
jail.
pot.
Wait.
No, the thing is, there's people in
Oh,
jail
that was
for
a good
pot.
fart. That was
Yeah.
And it's I mean very very much the same environment that's there and the same rules that they have in corporate prisons that allow Jared to get fucked up are the same things that allow like some poor kid 19-year-old kid who was selling weed in Georgia.
Yeah.
You know, and that's fucked up. See, we can always bring back to
Well,
weed
but we don't need
legalization.
the guards fucking them up. How about the prisoners just do it to them? Go after the child molesters.
Well, but
and
no,
rapists
what I'm
and
saying
kill 'em.
is you do have a responsibility as a state to keep these people safe. I mean, otherwise you just don't take them to prison. You
What
just
do you-
like kick them out of the courthouse and say like, okay, there's gonna be a public lynching.
I'm sorry.
You
I'd
know?
rather keep Osama bin Laden safe and study his brain and figure out what the fuck
Yeah.
he's all about than Jared Fogle.
Yeah,
I'd
well,
rather-
yeah.
Oh, I mean, I'd rather like do Batman torture to Jared Fogle.
One of them walked
But
away from a fortune. The
it's
other
not the
one
right
fucked
thing to
himself out of a
do.
fortune.
Oh,
But I would
fuck,
rather.
right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's like the whole conspiracy with Bin Laden. Like, is he really dead? Because he just dumped him in the ocean. He dumped his
Yeah.
body. What the fuck?
Well, yeah, that whole thing's ridiculous. That's
and
Well,
we
well,
all
but here's
went with it.
Well,
Right,
here's
okay.
the thing. I mean, like right now, they're like, "Oh, Trump's race baiting, this person, that." This. You know what? They're all fucking scumbags.
They're all
All
terrible.
the politicians.
Don't
but
say that until Bernie gets the nomination.
Bernie's a
okay?
fucking
Until
scumbag,
Bernie's
too. He could
pregnant-
eat dick.
president. Let's not say it.
Bernie fucking Sanders.
I
can
hate
eat
him
dick.
too, but hey, you know.
I don't like any of
When
them, and
Ber-
at least Trump was going to get us to where possibly poor people might look at each other and go, "Hey guys, should we all just start talking? Should we maybe start, I don't know, controlling shit for change? Because
Yeah.
the rich people suck at it. They fuck us over. You know, it was like not to
Yet
jump
it
religious.
takes takes fucking Donald Trump, like son of a Nazi billionaire,
To wake people up.
fucking teach us that.
Well,
you
some of the
know?
greatest things in this country have come from Nazis, unfortunately.
NASA.
NASA or
Yeah, that was
medical
Satanists, too.
discoveries.
Yeah.
NASA
kinds
was
of things, yeah.
don't forget NASA and space travel. JPL was all
Nazis.
that was all occult. No, it wasn't Nazis so
No,
much as it
oh,
was
well, the-
Satanists.
Well, I think their motto was
They're all
the
the
needs
same.
of the needs of the sick outweigh all the Jews. I
Yeah.
don't know. It was like a weird Spock thing, but
Crazy.
it wasn't well written.
Well, the states brought
Um,
all the Nazi scientists over. I mean, they killed the soldiers, didn't give a shit, but all the Nazi scientists came to the states, and they worked on a bunch of stuff to the race
yeah,
to the moon.
yeah. Well, we brought them here.
Yeah.
We killed all the soldiers. We killed all the people who fought in that thing, mostly because they would have been killed if they didn't.
Yeah.
And then we gave jobs and houses and everything else and tons of money to the people who actually did shit horrible to people with
Yeah.
some choice,
Yeah.
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
with motive.
Yeah.
You know, the soldiers, a lot of them were kids when they first started.
Yeah, they didn't know what the fuck.
Yeah, they were forced to do it.
They're like-
It's like the Rwandan soldiers. Tons of them were just not trying to. They didn't want to die themselves.
Yeah, because you had one choice or the other.
Yeah, you get a few people together and you're like, look, I'm gonna kill you or join us. Ah, we'll join. Okay, I'm gonna kill you or join us. Ah, and then you got two of them with you. Now you're telling other people. It's like Amway.
Amway.
You know, tell a friend. And
Oh yeah.
yeah, you know,
makes sense.
and you
It's
get
like
everyone involved.
Nazis and Amway. same
Next thing you
Yeah.
know, and Rwanda. I tied them all three together.
There you go.
And
With Amway.
but you know, yeah, well, you got to. They work.
Yeah.
And so a lot of people, you know, it's like a lot of people don't understand. It's literally how people lately are like, this weather is fantastic. No, it's fucking scary.
Now the weather, we're having like a total winter heat wave here in California.
It
Like
shouldn't happen.
It's been hot the entire winter
Yeah.
so far. There was okay, but really so far we haven't had winter yet. We had a slight change of seasons, but we haven't had a rainy season yet.
Well, we did.
I mean, it was Thursday,
Yeah,
and
there
there's
was
been
that
snow
Thursday
in the
we had
mountains
winter.
and everything. But
Yeah, you remember the
here
well,
in the city, it's been totally clear, and it's like maybe this is part of the city, like their revitalization plan for Los Angeles. Is like, because if you think about it, Hollywood, Los Angeles is like the 6th largest economy in the world or whatever. And if in the 70s and in the 80s, the image was of this smog-covered sprawl city that you didn't want to go to.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Now, Los Angeles is like one of the most glamorous places in the world if you look at the right Instagram feeds.
Yeah, okay.
Not
yeah,
on
yeah,
our
yeah.
Instagram
If it's
feeds.
only the tops of Palm
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the Kardashians and all that
They're
shit
horrible.
too.
Yeah.
You know, that's
They're
that's
Satan.
California. That's Los Angeles culture now. And so I'm thinking, what it is, the conspiracy here is that they're trying to make LA weather disappear. They're trying to regulate the weather
So it's just
so
summer.
that it's just 80 degrees and dry
And then
all the
cooler at
time,
night.
and
Yeah.
cooler at night all night long.
Well, they admitted to seeding clouds.
and we've
but-
seen the chemtrails. Come
Well,
on, you
that's the
see
thing.
them every day.
That's probably
here.
the seating right
Well,
there.
again, we're going to do the work on putting together. I'm going to get together and figure out the crime rate along with the spraying. Because I have noticed when they are really covering up, people
Things are a
are
little
way
weird.
more angry
Yeah.
and violent. And
Yeah.
I've been able to correlate the days, and I just need the data. You know, like I'm working on the Jim Morrison thing because everything I look at is kind of like, hey, this dude might be.
Yeah,
Might be
Rush
Rush
Limbaugh.
Limbaugh. Yeah, you know, I don't know. But what we don't get is we're so willing to go, that's crazy. Lots of things are crazy. Like we know we've been in contact with other life, but yet we're not allowed to know for sure. Nobody will come out and just go, yeah, just fucking yes, of course. Of course there's other life. There's a billion planets, man. How can we think we're it? It's stupid, but we can't even get people to realize that the shit in the sky is not condensation. It is not jet fuel. Jet fuel and condensation do not go in straight lines and then expand into clouds.
Expands in clouds and just drifts.
I'm gonna steal one of these. I'll give you one.
I just think it's the fact is like they do that shit. Come on, man. What don't they do? I mean, they killed 1 million people in Iraq in 1991.
they killed thousands
know?
of Americans at the
Like-
fucking trade towers.
Totally.
Or Twin
There's
Towers.
been. I
Yeah.
mean,
World
there's
Trade Towers. Yeah,
so much that they do that is like when it comes out. Because I don't even think it's chemtrails personally. I think it's all HARP. It's the quantum energy radiation that they're fucking with up in Alaska at the HARP array.
Possible.
Which is, that's a lot more powerful
but there's
than
so many, yeah.
chemtrails. I think they're manipulating the
No
weather.
matter what they are, they're chemtrails.
And there's definitely some, like the chemists I know, the legit chemists, like the professor of atmospheric biology at Caltech that I know.
He's the most connected hobo.
know.
I've
He
ever
would
met.
he would say
Did you
like
have a
I'd
beard
ask him.
when you
He
knew
was
him?
a jogger.
Did you have a beard?
No, I didn't have a beard. This is a long time ago.
No, go on.
He was a jogger, and
Yeah.
I would ask him, I'm like, don't you worry about like street level smog? He's like, no. It dissipates up this way, and it goes to here. And that was my German accent, by
that
the
was
way,
horrible.
guys.
He
That was
sounded
more
like Gandhi.
Indian.
He was
Yeah,
German.
really
He
way
was
Gandhi.
meant
That
to be
was
German.
Indian.
I'm
So
thinking, why is he jogging with Gandhi?
Yeah.
he was
King
German,
But
actually.
no, I mean, but here's
Swiss
the thing.
German.
They're chemtrails. Yeah. Because they are chemicals, and that's all chemtrails are is chemical trails. Now,
Yeah.
what chemical None of us know for sure, but I'm educated enough to know that those are chemicals. Those are chemicals put in the sky to do something. Now, perhaps our government is so wonderful they're saving us. I don't know.
We don't know. What's funny about it too is that Republicans and Democrats are like, "What the fuck is this?" Like,
Yeah.
no, like it's one of the few little universal things where everyone's like, "What is this?"
Like Donald Trump.
Yeah.
They're all so against him. It's the only thing that makes me lean his way out of all the other scumbags that I would vote for Donald Trump because Mitt Romney came out against him. That is enough of an endorsement that Mitt Romney.
It's kind of true. If the Mormons don't like you, I'm leaning towards you.
I'm with you
A little
And,
bit,
I mean,
you know?
Do you know how many more
Wow.
black voters fucking Trump got when Mitt Romney came out against him?
Well, yeah.
Because they think black people came from ash and are sin. They're idiots,
Yeah.
you know. And
Well, with the whole situation going into this wonderful election that we have, that's going absolutely nowhere. It's getting weirder and weirder. Because who won the primaries last night? It was Hillary and Trump.
Yeah.
Rubio's out, right?
Rubio's out.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
packed
Rubio's
up.
But
out.
you know, did you see the?
Cruz is still going.
And there's the other guy,
That one dude.
Crotchet, whatever his name
Wouldn't
is.
it be great if he won?
Did you see like the portion of the debate that they had last night?
I haven't
where
watched a single fucking
There was a
debate.
portion
don't
my
care.
roommate was
Yeah,
listening to, so I had to hear it. But there was a portion where they were talking about gun control. And Hillary's trying to come off like she's been big on gun control, blah blah
When she's
blah
voted
blah blah
against
blah.
it so many times.
She's no, but I mean she's fucking Arkansas, man. Come on, you know, just come on, Arkansas,
Yeah.
guns. Yeah, but then Bernie is out in front saying that he supports guns, and I'm.
Yeah,
you know,
he does support guns.
He's actually quite a gun supporter, and I think it's funny that like the one thing that even like the leftist socialists they're talking about, and Hillary, who's totally fake and nothing, they all support. There's issues that they all support. Guns is one of them. It's like the NRA has gotten into every single side on that one. So yeah, we're good. We're good.
What you call it? No. The whole thing is weird because there's no party anymore on either side. That's why I'm glad being an independent.
They're
I
just
don't give a
all
shit.
over the place, and behind closed doors, they're doing. Well, you know what the greatest thing was is they kind of brushed through it on the news, but they did show it, and they were showing how it works, how the delegates are going to decide who's going to go ahead.
Yeah.
And now, so all the delegates have to vote along the line of the conventions and the caucuses.
There you go.
Then they have another vote where they can move where they want and vote for the candidate they want, where these guys who, let's say, they don't all want Trump, so they're going to all go for Cruz, and Cruz is going to win even though Trump's won all the caucuses, this and that.
Yeah.
If Bernie was ahead and people wanted him, they would just vote Hillary in like they did Bush. That's how Bush became president against Gore. Was just the the delegate
Electoral
vote. Yeah.
college.
Yeah, electoral college. He got the
Yeah.
delegates' votes. He became president.
Yeah, it's the super
it's
delegate
weird
issue.
crap.
And I mean, of course it's weird crap. They've done everything they can to make your vote, your individual popular vote,
Not matter. It
not
doesn't
matter worth
matter.
this shit. Like
It
in California,
doesn't.
Yeah.
my vote has never mattered at all.
Yeah,
You know, because I live in
in.
California, and the only thing I can vote, it did matter. I'm sorry, voting for Nader mattered.
You vote for Nader?
Of course.
Yeah, no, you know what?
you
He's
have a
right.
beer?
It was
no,
the 90s,
he's right.
man.
He's right.
I
The
was
vo-
trying
the
to
vote for
grow a
Nader
beard.
did matter.
It
It meant
did.
more trees will die because more paper was used
Yes.
to put Nader's name on.
It's true.
Here's the thing: is
But-
we need just someone to run for president. Just
Yeah.
someone who's kind of right in the middle, sick of everything. Maybe they're upper management or middle management somewhere. Maybe they're a business owner, but
Yeah.
a small business owner. You know, and they don't have the money to run, but they get the internet and become a popular vote option.
Yeah.
So I think
And-
Obama was a good president. I think like he was a trained politician of what by their game modest means.
Yeah.
And he
Wait, he came from modest means?
by their
mom had money.
money but not money. Like money
She had
but
nothing
not
on her
money.
EBT card ever. Let's put it that
That's
way.
that's true.
Obama-
but
She never
not
had
like
one.
but not like had 50 servants money.
But they had people.
But the world of that is seriously 50 servants. You know,
And she
like
was
the
involved with the
Bushes, that's
CIA.
like 50
The
servants.
mom was involved in the CIA.
Yeah, you know, but it's not.
But and I mean, but
Well,
was
anyway,
he worse than Clinton
but
or
he was.
Bush?
You
or
know,
anyone?
I
They're
think
all the
that,
same.
They're all
No,
the same.
I think that Obama got to it fresh enough where he was still pretty focused and fought as much as any administrator can in that
No,
job where
I
they
don't think
don't
he
really
did
have that
anything.
much power.
I don't think he did anything.
You know?
Whatsoever. I don't think Bush did anything.
Well,
I don't
he
think
was
Clinton-
black,
I don't
sort
think
of.
Clinton had anything to do with the rise of the economy. I don't think any of this stuff ever mattered.
Obama
We
was our
just found
first
out
Muslim
that Nancy
president.
was our real
That doesn't
president when
ma-
Reagan
well-
was elected.
Well, that's if everyone wants to say that Obama was like the first black president, and that's
Well, the first
something-
Muslim, too.
Hanson
First
was,
Muslim.
Hanson
And
was
it's
the
like-
first black president.
Well, who?
Hey.
Hanson.
Hanson?
He predated
Abraham
George
Lincoln
Bush.
was black. Have you guys seen this?
He predated George Bush. It's a true fact. The guy's name was Hanson. He was the first. He was a mixed president, just like Obama. He looked much whiter, but had black attributes.
Okay,
And
so I came
he was
across
the
this.
first black president.
I came across this piece on the internet that is that there were 12 black presidents before Abraham Lincoln, the 14th, the 14th president of the United States who was black. And all the photos we've seen of him is replaced with some white man they used who looked like him, but with white skin and white hair.
Okay,
And
I
they
don't get
have
that,
these
but yeah, I mean,
photos
I
of like these old whatever photos of black Abraham Lincoln.
You think about that. You think about Monroe, Adams,
they did
Jackson.
that to Jesus.
Yeah,
That's true. But if you think about all those presidents,
Grant was.
guess who has all those last names?
Oh yeah. Well,
The
we
black-
know
yeah.
that Jefferson fathered a bunch, and
Yeah. Jackson
Well, but they're
did.
saying that even Jefferson, it's forgotten that
Washington.
Jefferson is like a quarter of mixed race, like black. What
Well,
would have
but
been
that's-
black at the time.
But we
And-
all
or
are. That's
Indian,
what,
or-
we're all the same people.
Yeah.
You know, whatever differs us is
When
so
we're killing each other,
insignificant.
we're still killing
We-
our cousins.
That's all it is, and but the thing being is Obama got elected on first black president. Now, granted, the first president of the United States was George Washington. Prior to that, though, they had a black president. Now, again, not a big deal. I'm not trying to discredit anything.
What if
Obama's done?
George Washington's mother was a mulatto? Like,
I mean, who cares?
knows?
Like that's,
I mean-
but see, that's what
well,
a lot of
it
people don't
makes it
understand.
interesting if you're black and like.
But
you
what
know,
a lot
they
of people
killed
don't
your
understand
people.
is the black and white racism was created. It wasn't always. There were black people and white people together, doing things together, hanging out together. And you're right. A lot of art has been changed. A lot of pictures have been changed
altered.
to represent. I'm gonna fart.
Oh my
to represent.
Come on. Come on.
I know I couldn't. I am old. I could have got up, but it would hurt.
Come on.
So a lot of pictures have been changed, though, and things like that to represent more of a white look.
Yeah.
And hidden things, and it was to create what they created, which was the full separation. Again, I go back to Goldberg's, Blackish, Border Town,
Well,
Modern Family, all
I
these
think
things,
it-
O'Neill's.
I think it started with the American society. What we see is the Rockwell paintings.
Yeah.
And before that, Uncle Ben's rice, Aunt Jemima, that's always been around.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of black products that have been buying since the 1800s. And then when those Rockwell paintings came around, that's the American way. That's
Right. And
Yeah.
it was just flipped on us, and we've all bought into it.
Well, because
and-
like the 1920s, 1930s really did happen, and there was a racial divide pushed on us in
Yes.
this country. Where
1800s there
before
was a racial
white people
divide
would
pushed.
think it's this lie that's been perpetrated through our generations.
But I mean,
but
in the
like
1800s.
in the 1800s, you would have been
It was-
happy
it
to
was
have
started.
someone black in your kitchen.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's not
you
in the
really
kitchen,
but I
though.
mean but I'm
Before
saying like
that,
with
it
the
was
Aunt
as your
Jemima
neighbor.
thing, it's like you would have been really happy that it would have even been like a pleasure, more of a thing.
Not
but
for
then
them, though.
1920s they tried
But
to make
not for
this.
them, though. What I'm saying is, prior to the 1800s and slavery and everything, you'd have been fine having. You'd have been fine having not fine. You'd have been cool, happy, whatever, with your neighbor being black.
Yeah.
And so they've created, just like with the Indians and Native Americans, or let's be honest, the Chinese who came here, but what we call Indians or natives, they were the movies. They were played by white people. So they acted in a sense of how the government or the powers that be wanted us to view them.
Yeah.
And so we did. And
Yeah, but we just fucking destroyed the Indians. Come on, man. I mean,
there's no we.
well,
The
no, but
Indians were
America
just as
destroyed the
fucked up.
Indians. The
But
America,
you know what, though?
America.
But let's keep in mind, not without the help of the Indians.
By
it took
dying?
lots. No.
Or-
It took lots of Indians helping track other Indians, do other
Oh
things
yeah,
like
but
that, turn on
that's
each
like
other,
that's
sell
sorry,
each
but
other
that's
out, sell out
the
their
10% Judas there
But
out
to sell
of
out their
out of the
tribes,
90% that were
to
killed.
lie
You
to
know,
their
like.
tribes.
But I mean,
Yeah.
really, an entire nation, a whole population, North America. We slaughtered 90%
Not
of
we, I
everyone
wasn't
who
here.
lived
I'm
here.
a Jew. We came from Germany.
You still live in America, Burger.
But not at that time. I had no family here at that
you
time.
inherit your father's legacy.
My father
You
wasn't
do.
here.
You
Or
do.
no, my dad was here. His dad wasn't here.
Yeah.
So
but-
we couldn't have done anything now.
Well,
if
America,
there's something in
so-
Germany
so
or Hungary,
America, though,
but if there's something in Germany or Hungary or even Israel that you want to blame me for,
oh, I got a lot.
I'll
for
jump
no,
on.
for
but I'll
Israel.
jump on.
But aren't you Jewish, Johnny?
Oh wait, I'm
Yeah,
just
he's
joking. I
Jewish.
love Israel.
Yeah.
Love it.
Like he could go on the rite of passage trip, but it would cost him.
Yeah.
And so,
Got
but
too
no,
much
but
hair.
here's the thing: is what I'm saying is like it's such the whole thing is such bullshit. Just like the campaign, they basically realized, hey, we can play with these people all we want.
Yeah.
I mean, again, if we look back, Lawrence of Arabia, different shows like that, the Three Stooges, every time they showed Middle Eastern or Arabic people, they were always these wonderful, kind people, or the angry guard at the door. But he was the only angry person. Everybody else spoke lovely.
Oh, it's very
They were
exotic,
passionate.
very
Yeah,
beautiful.
Exotic is the best word.
Casablanca, man. They that movie. Come
But
on,
then we need to hate him.
Morocco.
So then we have Die Hard
And Die Hard.
and all those other movies because we needed to hate him.
Well, he was Russian, I think. Was
Well,
he?
they
Or
they
German.
didn't turn. They didn't. It was like 91, 92
Yeah.
when they started the trend. Well, because you
Well,
lost
no,
the
80s,
Soviets.
though, the 80s, remember, it was Iraq. Fuck Iraq, da-da-da. Fuck
Oh,
the
yeah,
Ayatollah. The
yeah,
Ayatollah Khomeini.
But they make a very
But
convenient.
we wanted the oil then.
But Taliban style people make a very convenient villain.
I think
for-
they're extras in
for
Hollywood, to be
action.
honest.
They design these villains. They
I
make-
Well,
just
it's
haven't
true. If you can
found-
put them in flowing, if they have masks, it's easier to
They don't-
cast.
I have yet to run
It's,
into the Arabic person who is so hateful of America or wanting to kill us. I have never
I have.
run. I have not.
Oh.
I literally have not. That is mad at me.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They might be mad about policies.
Oh
and
yeah,
things
but they
like that.
always tell me they're always John, my brother. I
Ah.
know you are the best.
So whatever.
When I
they-
kill
but-
all the other heathen swine, I will leave you
But whatever
behind.
they say,
so you can
after
be my
that-
servant.
Whatever they say after that, though, doesn't matter because they just said they like you.
Well, but who
so
doesn't?
then they don't have a problem with white Americans.
Well, no,
They have a problem with
do,
some,
just
no,
not
no.
me.
They have a problem with some people and their policies, and that's the thing. That's what people have to understand is what racism really is you hate people because of their race, or what hatred is you hate people. A whole like a type of, that type of hatred
Type- yeah.
is a whole people. So if there's one you don't hate, which is never the case, it's always more than one. But if there's one you don't hate, then you don't hate the people. You hate all these people, these particular, that person, that guy, that girl, da-da-da-da, that little kid, because fucking bastard. But you don't hate the whole group, so you can't lump the whole
Yeah.
group.
Well, then you even like the thing is like with California, you even divide certain groups. So in any of the southwestern states where you have large amounts of of Mexicans, and I mean
Latinos.
Mexicans.
They like being called Latinos.
I'm talking about Mexican Americans, not Latinos. I'm talking about people from
Oh.
Mexico.
People who stand
God
on
damn
both
it!
sides of the border.
Just because a white man says Mexicans doesn't mean he's disparaging all Latinos and Sureños. So no,
look
but
at you.
Mexicans. I'm talking about there is because 30% of America is Mexican.
Yeah.
Mexican American, not Salvadorian, not Guatemaleño, not Nicaraguan, and not
Did you
Peruvian.
make up that fact though?
For
It's
real.
statistic, okay.
No,
I
for
just-
real. There's a lot. I mean, it's
People look it up. and
we
double
have
check.
we have a
Yeah,
real
understand.
we have a culture because this land was once Mexico.
Yeah.
So anyone who's been here long enough is really
Mexico, it was the Indians.
I mean, but it was
Yeah,
it
it
was
It was the
Mexico
Vikings.
for
Before it was the Vikings.
but
it
we
was
got
whoever
it
was here,
but
and
but
then
we
the
got it
Africans.
from Mexico.
We bought it.
Well, we fought over
we
it.
fought it.
Well,
and we
did
A
you?
lot of
Hidalgo-
it. We bought
Hidalgo
some
sold
of
it
it. Some of it
Yeah.
was given to us.
California was bought
But
by-
Mexico, they claimed as far north as they pretty much could. Spain did back then. It was more a dispute between the Spanish and the Russians.
It's a it was a complete slaughter.
It was
so.
1,000 years of power play, and then everything landed where it did right now.
Yeah.
And it could change.
Yeah, but
can
what I'm
change.
saying is like here, like within the Mexican communities, Mexican American communities, you have like the paisa thing, and then you have like the more, like the middle class or second, like the upper middle class and middle class, where it's okay to celebrate tamales and it's okay to celebrate, but otherwise there's full assimilation into the Orange County neighborhood,
But
or
I mean,
San Diego even, like,
Yeah, but- You know what we were talking about earlier when you had the friend who isn't black because of how he acts? But that's what I mean is you always are what you are. He does act black because his skin's black, and that's how that black guy acts. And it's like each individual. Like, okay, people always tell me, oh, you don't seem Jewish. I go, no, I do. I'm exactly what a Jew seems like. This Jew. This is what.
But
this
it's
Jew
but
seems
it's
like.
not a subconscious thing with
No.
people. There are people out there who, like in the middle class, they will really, really try to distance themselves from those paisa type things.
But
like,
because they don't fit in
because
with them. They're
no,
not
no,
living
no,
the same
it's
life.
and they really it's so that
They
they
fit
can
in
fit
Orange
in
County.
more
And they
with the
do.
Orange County
But you know
neighborhood.
what,
It's
though?
aspirational whiteness.
No, not even that. What it simply is because that's who they relate to. Whether they were in Mexico or they were in Guam or they were in Nigeria, those same people in Orange County exist. And you know what? They have their neighborhoods. And they act the same motherfucking way all over this world. People act just like the white people, which Orange County is predominantly
Is
in that
goddamn
area.
white.
No,
It's-
there's a huge mix and a lot
It's
of
the
Asians.
whitest of
We're
white
leaving out
places,
so many Koreans
even
and
though
Asians.
there's
Koreans,
Vietnamese
Japanese,
and everything else.
yeah.
Yeah, you
It's
got
still the
so many.
whitest
But here's
place,
the
most
thing.
stereotypically
You know
white
why?
place on the
Because for a
planet.
long time, America was predominantly white. But here's the thing. This is what I'm saying. Is those people belong in Orange County. If they were in Nigeria, they would be in the same version of Orange County.
Yeah.
And they would all live
I agree
together.
with that.
And all the other black people who weren't like them, who don't go to Orange County and places like that and don't want to fit in there, they wouldn't be living with them. They'd live in their places. And all over this world, that's what goes on. So people are not different based on color. People are different based on your upbringing, your socioeconomic interactions.
Yeah.
I
who
just
you're
wonder
around.
what that's like to be like a minority who wants to live in Orange County and is like, I'm gonna go deal with a bunch of racist assholes.
But they're not all.
Orange County's not all. I'm
Not
not
even
saying all of
close to
Orange
all.
County. I'm saying a goddamn lot, and there's a lot more of it openly practiced.
Are you talking about racism
In Orange County.
Oh, it's there.
It's there.
Oh, it's there,
it's
and it's
everywhere.
open.
And
you know
but
what?
it's
And you know
open,
what?
and it's
And it
there, and
comes
it's.
in
But why
every
would
color.
you? Why would you, as a minority who's gonna face that, of all the places you're gonna move, why did you think like, oh man, Orange County's the best place in the world?
Why are there so many
Well,
places in
except
Orange
for the
County that
racists
are
who call me
almost
a-
solidly Asian? Beautiful homes, rich areas,
Yeah.
almost solidly Asian. That's racism as well. That's them. It's
Oh yeah,
separation.
well, it's xenophobic
Well,
and it's culturalism.
Looking
all
out,
those
I'm
same
looking out the
things.
window right
Ism.
now, and I know there's at least 5 racists there at the California Pizza Kitchen. Right there. There's 5
Don't give our
racists.
location.
Oh, they don't know. They can't tell.
But here's the thing: is yeah, and they're probably different colors.
They're different colors.
And that's the thing. There's people on Facebook. If you're saying something about a whole group, that's a form of racism.
Well, but
And whatever the group.
Well, no, it's stereotyping, partly, but it's also like it's that group, it's that tribalism, and there is a tribe. There are tribes of people out there
Well,
Yeah.
it's
who
also
do perpetuate. Like
it's-
there is the KKK.
it is your
And
upbringing
it's not like
too.
like
It's
not
how
all
you're raised.
KKK. And I'm not gonna stand there and say like, okay, no, not all KKK members are stupid pieces of shit.
But I mean,
Or
well, let's look at it
one
this
or
way.
two, 3 things. There's got to be some
It's not a question.
positions.
If you're in the Ku Klux Klan in this day and age, you got to be pretty stupid, or you're making a bunch of money off it. You're
Yeah.
a piece of shit. Kill yourself. Here's the thing, though.
Right?
Around the world, the same thing goes on, and white people are not the majority. So when you say minorities, it's just where you're standing as to whom the minority
Well, and then I
is.
use things in there like I'm talking about empowered and like versus like enfranchisement versus disenfranchisement.
But that's
There's
here.
like that's here.
There's
And that
other-
is.
There's tons of places in this
And
world
I don't
where
give
black
a
people are
fuck.
thriving. They're,
Yeah.
they're
I
the
mean,
leaders. They're the head of it.
I do care about Africa, but Africa is not really my most immediate concern because I'm not really planning on ever going. Well,
We should.
Well,
You
not-
wanna do the burger podcast
I
out
mean,
to Africa?
yeah.
well,
Do that.
We are
ho-
gonna
in
do it live from
Tangier,
there.
Can you fund it?
Tangier
Can you
is
fund it for us?
Yeah.
West
Let's
Africa
get to
is the
GoFundMe.
place
Do a
we were going
GoFundMe.
for, but
Funny.
Go fuck me.
We
No, but you know what it is? Here's the thing. This is what I'm saying. Is this stuff goes on all over the world.
Yeah.
So there's no minorities being picked on. There is minorities being picked on everywhere. No people are better or worse based on their skin
Damn, everyone
color.
thinks this is an American problem.
It's all over the world. This stuff is going on.
Mexico,
People hate each other.
Brazil,
For the stupidest reasons.
Germany.
And they're all race.
Italy.
Yeah, or
because
location.
when the
Egypt.
real bad guys
China.
are the fucking multinational corporations.
Korea.
Yes, that come again.
Those
in
are
all
real
colors.
bad guys. There's no
Once
good.
again,
Colors.
Fuji, they come in all colors. And that's what, until we start dealing with that, we are going to end up with Trump as a president. Until we start truly going, hey, man, how about getting someone who represents people? Like, truly represents us all in each of our plights, meaning, yeah, we do have a poor, middle class, and a rich. We should. It helps keep things going. But do we need to be so separated?
Mhm.
Do we need to be so far apart? No. And that's the thing. And we need someone to bond the country to where, yeah, if you're so aspired to work your ass off, you can really make it.
Yeah.
If you want to just kind of hang out and be family and da-da-da and hang out with your kids and everything, you can do that too.
Yeah.
And if you want to be a bum, there, you know, in that sense, like bum around, not in a negative tone. Bum around. If you want to hang out, you can do that too. Not be arrested, not be harassed. Let's stop making drug addicts criminals.
Yeah, I mean, we have to reform the fact. Like, part of that is that one of the corporations out there, or the corporate fucking hierarchies out there, is the prison industrial complex.
The private prisons.
You know, the private prisons that their business is getting people. I was walking by a cop the other day, and he was giving this girl, like, there was some cops doing the jaywalking thing
Yeah.
at the corner. What they do in LA is they actually stand at the corner, multiple cops on foot, and they wait for people to cross when the little 10, 9, 8, 7
Oh, that's
comes
some
on the
petty
thing.
Really?
shit,
And then they pull over. They generally do it to hot girls. I'm
That's
serious. It's happened to
Which,
several friends or girls that I stalk, and but yeah, I saw
Which-
him doing that. And I
which
walked by and I
corner?
was thinking, like, Chipotle.
But
And
which one?
I
Corner of,
7th
the
and
corner of
and
Dirty
something.
and Salmonella.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, in
And
downtown?
yeah, in downtown.
Yeah.
Oh,
Are you
okay.
talking about the one off of
Yeah,
Hope or Flower? or
it's
whatever?
something there.
Near the metro
Yeah,
station.
yeah.
And but I was walking by, and one of them kind of looked at me, and I was thinking, don't do anything wrong. Like, just, I don't
that
even
crazy?
know what I
Like you're-
could
you're in
possibly
Nazi
be
Germany.
doing wrong right
Yeah,
now.
like you're in Nazi
but this
Germany.
guy's noticed me, and if I do even the slightest thing, he's looking for stupid, silly
He
bullshit,
can change your whole
code
life.
violations,
Yeah.
and just ruin my life right now.
Make you
I'll be
homeless.
like based over or something like, oh,
Yeah.
your shoelaces are tied wrong. We got a code for that.
And that's the thing. The Nazis
you know,
out there, or what we call our enforcement.
the motherfucking fascist pigs.
I told you I heard a cop say, you know, oh, I arrest people. No, your job is to protect and serve. Protect
Yeah,
and serve,
yeah.
Yeah.
not arrest, not
Well,
attack.
It's basically, you know, how cops like I've seen this only in LA. I haven't seen it in San Diego growing up there, but cops will hang out at the bars.
Yeah.
They'll be
Watch people leave.
Watching people leave. They wait at 1:55. They actually know bars have that, you know, the bar time, so it's 15, 10 minutes.
It's almost like entrapment.
Yeah. And then you stumble out. And I remember there was a night in Sherman Oaks where there's 3 cop cars parked in front of the Oaks Tavern, and I'm like, fuck this. And I went out to take a walk around the area.
Well, you shouldn't be drinking and driving. Let me say
No,
that.
no, yeah.
I am very much against drinking and driving. Not 0.001 millionth. Not what they have it at is stupid.
Yeah.
But you have like 3-4 drinks,
Yeah.
you don't need to drive. Most people can have a drink or two and be
And be
perfectly
able-
fine.
yeah.
Yeah, I can drink like 12 beers and race a
But, yeah,
car.
right,
I'm
yeah.
like, I'm cool.
Yeah, but you would race the car, Johnny. That's the problem.
But I don't hit
In
shit.
your own speech, you
But
said,
I don't hit
because
shit.
I'd had 12 beers, I'll race that motherfucker.
But-
That's the problem. But 2 beers, 2 drinks.
What's so interesting though is how we evolved. At 30 years ago. I remember as a kid in the 80s, my dad would have a beer, and he would drink a beer in the car while driving me to school. Not to school, but to
we
baseball
talked about
practice,
this,
whatever.
yeah.
It was
My
okay.
parents were at the soccer field. Everyone had a cooler of beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my dad would go out with a sergeant over at Devonshire, and they'd be hammered. And there was another guy who did prison stuff, and so they would be hammered driving back. And when the cops would pull them over or anything, they'd flash their badges, and the cops would just follow them home.
Yeah.
And that's where the problem lies. It needs to be the same for everyone, no matter who you are. Done. Everyone follows the same rules, and cops should not be allowed to get away with drinking and driving and just get in trouble when it's one of those cops who really follows the rules.
Yeah.
But otherwise, they get away with everything, and that's what's the problem in this country. Everyone needs to have the same fucking rules. Rich shouldn't be able to get away with anything poor can't. Everyone should have same representation.
Simple as this: with a DUI, if you got a DUI,
$10,000.
We're fucked.
Yeah.
We're fucked up the ass. If a celebrity gets a DUI, rehab for 2 weeks.
At best, they do some promotional TV shit.
Yeah.
and get
But
paid
it's
for
also
it.
like the regressive tax nature of code violation and civil crime, because $10,000 to us is a lot of money.
Yeah.
But if you're worth $20 million, $10,000 is like, that's
Tom
a lesson
Selleck,
learned. That's
Tom
a parking
Selleck, yeah.
ticket, you
Tom
know?
Selleck waters the water on his lawn. He
Yo,
doesn't give a
Kiefer
fuck.
Sutherland's had 4 DUIs. Like, you know, like
6 murders, 7 rapes. But hey, he's
John
just fucking
Stamos
rolling.
got a DUI like last
Yeah.
year, and he's just like, "Let's go rehab." We went to rehab for 2 weeks. He's still drinking.
Yep.
well, wait,
At
Iron
rehab.
Man,
Yeah.
Iron Man had what, like 3?
Oh, he
Robert
was the
Downey Jr.
greatest.
did actually.
You know how bad they had to
He-
molest
but-
him to
but
give him as
he-
many
Jail time.
chances.
But you got to remember, he also like had like crimes. These were not drunken driving. This was like
No, he had
felony
s-
drug.
yeah, he had some
felony
weird
drug
shit.
crimes that like under California 3 strikes, he
Yeah,
could have
but-
been a lifer,
But at
buddy.
the same time.
But he spent 3 months in a nice prison, and everyone
and
says,
did a
"Oh,
show from there. And did a TV show
yeah,
from there.
you know,
He did. I mean,
and
they
ate-
actually shipped him out
Yeah.
to do the
ate
show.
real
Ate back to
food
jail.
and did all that while he is in prison."
But we go along and we watch the stupid fucking shows and we do the stuff and we buy the crap and we care and we want to know what the fuck the Kardashians are doing still
Yeah.
and why I don't get that.